The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, where the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams that came into the NFL together back in 1976. The Seahawks and Bucs are underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
You should keep that. When they bug me, I'll be back. Look at all that we got. Look at all that we on. Take off college, be gone. I put my feet on and no love for me. Ain't no love for these niggas.
They go play action with Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be design runs as well as his scrambles.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, flush to his right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we were in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them. Let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Taking it at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Yeah, represent for my crib. Do it for the side, put my folder in the ground.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. To throw is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
We've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
And this one is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They kick over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Myers' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing up.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, 74 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. To throw again on second down. Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
The way the brother walks is beautiful. The way he talks is beautiful.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Beautiful. You know, that's my man.
Throwing is Wilson. Moving the pressure right. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. That is a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and the lead is now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
There you go, play action now. Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Now left, he's got it to Everett. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, Metcalf, what a catch. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Wilson gives to Collins. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. They'll try again. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, he could go to the air.
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I also think this 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Dallas, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. DJ Dallas, excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. Let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the Cardinals emphasis of the defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Brady now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vincent Mayoa just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. On second and a long way to go. Brady. Flush to his right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession.
On second and 10, Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Brady going to throw. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Get some space. On second and inches, Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Brady to throw again. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. In succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
That is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
You thought you were the only one ball. You thought you were the only one sled die. You thought you were the only one pin. In the VI with the bras and the ASI. You thought you were the only one. Now, player. You thought you were the only one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As he'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Now Wilson on first down. Going from Metcalf on the deep ball. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Second and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter. What's been a tight contest so far? Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? Take it in at the 3. They take this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half, but when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. To throw is Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, there's Lockett pulling in a tough grab. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Play action. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he winds Beasley will throw that one away.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense, recognizing he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket.
Come on, man. Where y'all at?
Seahawk touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Wilson going to throw for it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing in that situation.
What we had was love. And it'll never be the same because you throw it in my face, you could. So I pop my trunk once again. For her heart, I'll defend. And I'll let it rain on them.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listen to history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So you act out. Look how you soft if you back out. So you roll your window down and you black out. The next
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we'll come up on a 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Here's Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Carroll, a high school quarterback, a high jumper, and Holmgren, he's already up there, but teammates with Jalen Suggs in high school, Minnehaha and Minneapolis. And
from the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Evaluator in the country. The powerful athleticism of Paolo Banchero, the fact
Wilson.
that he can go inside and out, and everybody's calling Jeff
Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Each of them is 6-0, and from the opening introductions, it feels like in terms of fans, it's a 50-50 split at this point. Yeah, it's a fair fight.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
This is the largest crowd to see a basketball game in Nevada State history.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Kissinger, Bert Smith, Michael Greenstein are the officials. And we're underway in Vegas.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Let's take a look tonight's Doug Man Plus Care starting lineups. Wendell Moore Jr. off to a sensational
Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Carlton Davis speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, it's Wilson.
The senior point guard for the Zags misses the first jumper. Jeremy Roach stops on the dime, and his
trying to improvise. He'll find Metcalf. The 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
In the stands, what can you say about the job that Mark Few has done as the head coach up in Spokane? 6 straight.
Here's Wilson.
And 2 national championship game appearances since 2017. And, of course, Mike Krzyzewski, 1,176 wins, 5 national championships.
They still, oh no, he lost the football. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
You look at the perimeter review with Moore and Roach and Keels, and Mike Krzyzewski says any one of the 3 of them could be the primary ball handler. It's kind of a positionless mentality.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Preseason AP All-American Drew Timme, coming off a sensational year as a sophomore a year ago, even better this year.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Bancaro got a switch. Timme on him, and Timme was giving him some space to take away the drive.
Here's Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Running the court and getting an easy layup. Great cut.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
There is a drive. There are all kind of cuts. Baseline cuts, vertical cuts, zoom cuts. They do it all.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Fournette, a first down carry, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second down, back to Fournette. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw, Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
4 different players that can grab a defensive rebound and start the break without having to outlet it. Good shot made by Mark Williams.
Brady to throw.
On Chet Holmgren, and a nice pass by Bancaro, but Duke could get it down the court quickly because
this is caught. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Williams is going to put up the 3.
Now Brady. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. To throw is Brady.
Duke misses the jumper. Nembhard picks up
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their number 1 running option that you've scouted and take away their number 1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
One final try now for Brady. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a two-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. But no doubt they had to go for two to tie the game. Now they need a miracle on the onside kick.
They gave it their best shot. Can they pull it off here and maybe get one of those onside kicks that bounces perfectly, and they can grab it and run it all the way to the other end zone? That's what they're down to at this point.
And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. Well, this was a good one. Excitement all the way to the end. You had the points, and then they were hoping for the miracle there on the onside kick. Couldn't get it recovered, and that was your ball game.
And I'm of the opinion that any time you actually do recover an onside kick, it almost is a miracle. It takes so many things going right to make it happen. It didn't in this case, and they walk off a victor.
The Perceptive, the Dairy, the Mazda CX-30 Turbo, with all-wheel drive, more power.
It's all business right now in the championship game of the Maui Invitational.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.
I don't know about you, Jay. I think that's one of the best games we have ever had the good fortune of doing. The championship game in Maui 3 years ago. Hashimura, Zach Norvell was on that team. Barrett and Williamson, Trey Jones and Cam Reddish. That was a sensational basketball game.
Just ridiculous the amount of talent that was on the floor and high-level play from tap to buzzer. And this has the exact same feel, except for you walk outside and there's no ocean.
Yeah, we're not wearing shorts like we do now. Mark Few and Mike Krzyzewski have a very strong personal relationship, great respect for one another, and they bring two of the best teams in the nation into this one tonight, 2-1 early.
Anton Watson guarding Banchero, that little elbow action that they try to isolate Banchero on the elbow.
Theo John, the transfer from Marquette, into the game off the bench for Mark Williams, Purdue. Jeremy Roach somehow up and in.
Really kept his dribble well. He had a high turnover rate last year, but now a 2-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio this year. Good fade.
And Holmgren gets the shot off, misses the three. Again, he can handle, he can shoot, he can do a ton of different things. Wendell Moore Jr. doing a ton of different things this year for the Blue Devils.
Saga having a tough time stopping the ball in transition.
Bolton around Keels inside of the lay-in for Strada.
This is such a good passing team, Dan. When they get past somebody, they pass, make the next pass, and their cutting is off the charts good.
They are shooting as a team 67% on twos this year. I know twos are kind of out of favor analytically compared to threes. Look at the hustle by Bolton. But maybe it's how good a passing team they are that gets them that gaudy percentage on two-point field goal.
That's exactly what it is. And last year, nobody got more layups than Gonzaga. And it wasn't like they were all transition layups. They got layups in the half court. And they do it again this year.
3-point lead for Duke as Keels brings it up the court.
Theo John setting the screen just to get Chet Holmgren away from the basket.
Shot clock at 2. Roach. And somehow John comes up with the rebound. He was surrounded by 4 Zags, and somehow Theo John got the ball.
Theo John transferred in from Marquette. He is 6'9", an excellent offensive rebounder. And he just wedged himself in there, didn't give up on the play. And it was Andrew Nembhard he was going up against after he got past Julian Strawther on the baseline. He led the Big East in blocked shots last year, but wasn't able to practice every day because of tendonitis in his knee.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Washington football team. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Wendell Moore really made it hard for Andrew Denmark just to get the ball. The catch was so far out. Great pass.
And Holmgren is tripped up. Carroll, I believe.
How many 7-2 guys are going to be catching, stretching the floor in the corner?
They go play action. Now Heineke. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 62 yards. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
Another opportunity for the Zags. Strother misses a good look from the corner.
Shots seem to be
extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Up to 7. The Zags, meanwhile, are 0 for 6 from three-point range. Tipped away by Moore. And he missed the dunk.
You're trying to bring the out back.
There was some contact there, but not enough for a foul, apparently.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So they need to get out in transition and get something early.
Banchero with Watson onto the elbow. Banchero loves to operate from that left elbow. He let this one short.
Really good job by Anton Watson staying on his right hand and forcing a really tough two.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Brady. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Gets it back, has a good look.
From the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Chris Godwin, 75 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Commercial, boy. Goddamn commercials came a long way, boy. They goddamn me selling dick pills on commercials. Yeah, hey man, your dick ain't working? We got these goddamn pills for you, homie.
Each team's had it. Each
God
team has
damn.
scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And the play fake, and now Heineke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
What do you think are the keys to being like an elite shot blocker? First of all, being in the right place. So you kind of got to read the play and know where the team is to be there. The second is the timing. And then the third part is, make sure you go straight up. So you don't have to block this.
Well, a great matchup on a team run, of course, between Duke and Gonzaga, and also...
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And it really comes down to the fact that these are two incredibly different prospects with Beccaro. You have a guy who can really
score give to Jones.
He's physical, he's polished, he's NBA ready.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Blocking 100, his three-point shooting 100, his ball handling and passing 100, his length 100.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
That you want on both ends of the floor, and I think people want to nitpick the body, sure, the physicality. We've seen some of that tonight.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
He's not going to be impactful right away. And I think Chet is actually a little bit ahead of Mobley at the same stage.
And there's a rejection, but Duke gets it back. Carroll for 3.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
This is much as we are marching this out. NBA draft picks for Duke 17, Gonzaga 16. 9 minutes and change in. Nembhard misses the 3. Here comes Keels. Numbers for Duke. But Roach is going to wait for his teammates. Nice job by Noah Hickman to stop the ball. Here's the power of Keels down low. Going up against Hunter South.
Succop's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Just a simple screen and slip to the basket.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a second down and 6.
He's able to go into his chest. I think what got the foul was the reach
throwing.
of the right
Heineke
around the body of Banchero, and that's something that Holmgren has got to
and he will find his man Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Is he done for the half after that second foul, or will he come back in? Anton Watson, Jake, also has 2 fouls for the Zags, so they're being tested in the front court right now.
And right now, because of the
Off the play fake, Heineke.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Heineke flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
A versatile player when he grabs a defensive rebound can start the break by himself. Paolo Banchero, that's big time.
When the Zags get Timmy going, he'll find them hard. The 3 not there. The Zags now 2 for 10 from 3-point range.
And ask for a better shot.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Is taken over.
Here's Heineke. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Rebounding it, initiating the break with the 2-hand rebound, the rip and run, and a beautiful pass, and finished by Mark Williams, the big guy running the floor.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. From the gun, Heineke. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
It's the backboard first as goaltender. He got it first.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Banchero short on the 3, rebound Nemhard. Banchero the high score in the
To throw is Brady.
13 right now.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Williams has great length and is a big-time shot blocker as well, but he's also an excellent athlete.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Jeremy Roach is at the line.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Jeremy Roach has really improved as a player from last year to this year.
Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
From the shotgun, it's Heineke.
So quick and fast. Wendell Moore blew up that dribble handoff action.
This will be caught at Samuel, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
He needs to get all his stuff off the move in this game.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
It's the Sox fans who are on their feet here in Las Vegas.
Heineke to throw it.
It's not a good decision by Roger Bolton.
His throw incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, Heineke.
Buying time to his left.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He's not a finesse player. He's a skilled player. Great skill, but also the power that he brings.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you've got the second half to play.
Young families planning for college, couples working toward retirement, people securing their legacy. You're moving fast. Let's make sure you're on the right path to a fulfilling life.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Where great expectations look, and rewards are given to the swift, the perceptive, and the daring. The Mazda CX-30 Turbo.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Brady. Going up top for Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Chase Young gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Belmont beat Iona, which had beaten Alabama, so it is Dayton and Belmont in the championship game of the ESPN Events Invitational.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Gonzaga has been dealing with some foul trouble in the front court. Chet Holmgren's been on the bench for a few minutes after picking up his second of our few. Just put Anton Watson.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
1 and 2 for Timmy.
Now Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady now to throw.
He's got 18 points.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Brady dumps it off to Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Kept alive by Williams, but it belongs to the Zags. Just running right into Timmy, and he gets called for the foul.
Tight down. There you go.
Trevor Keels on this little screen roll, just almost a slip to the basket, and that is a beautiful
out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Roach short on the 3, rebound Bolton. Look at Bolton go. And that's going to be a clean block for Williams when it's back out to Gonzaga.
Terrific rebound by Anton Watson.
To throw, it's Brady.
Backdoor cut. From the top.
Escaping and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And it's a turnover. Timmy.
What a pass.
Nemhard to Strother. Well, that might have torn the roof off this place.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
And the fan base is here in Las Vegas.
52
They're going to go to 1-4-7.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A first down throw for Heineke. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down.
He's not only really good, he's feeling it too. And he's got half of each quarter.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by...
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington has taken the lead. Slide for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Listen, the kids have their drink, the candy.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Yes, I do.
It's a mystery that keeps surprising you. It's pure bliss from the studio that brought you first.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Brady now on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 78 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. And how about this decision? Tie game, fourth quarter. They want the ball back on the onside kick. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 36, Heineke. steps away to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And he's going to have the first down. He's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action now. Here's Heineke. He finds his man, complete. That's Reyes. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, a 22. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Here's Gibson on the read option. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Devin White in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Ruggs finds Williams, and Williams is fouled by Nemhard, and for Andrew Nemhard, that'll be number 2 on him.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Yeah, just a screen roll and then a lift on the backside. And it's hard to tag the roller and then be there.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Number 2 on Drew Timmy.
Timmy's usually much smarter than that. That was an obvious call because he dropped that shoulder, used that left arm to throw Williams back.
He'll look to throw.
He's usually a little more subtle.
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
I'd put Holmgren in ball screen action right now.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Big 3rd down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Back to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now Brady got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
This is the Jeep halftime report. 45-42 at the break. The halftime over.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And, of course, this win, a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league, and to them, that's vitally important.
Ball pressure buys time. Ball pressure forces you to run your offensive steps further out. Ball pressure makes it harder to feed the post. Ball pressure speeds you up.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.
I don't think they can run the dribble handoff stuff. They got to get back to the handoff stuff. They're blowing up. They're fighting that catch over the top. They've got to settle down, be patient, run on opportunity. But, and here's the but, they've got to make sure now that the ball pressure doesn't speed them up and take them out of their rhythm and their flow. Because once they get out of the rhythm and flow, they're playing faster than their ability.
As you said, that part, we haven't really seen that before. They didn't really get sped up. We've seen it today in this game. It's good credit to Duke and their defense. 45
is really good.
A lot of dudes are pretty good on this team, on both these teams. This has been a heck of a game. But it's been a heck of a day of college basketball today. We'll get you some highlights, including date. Pull it up a shot.
This halftime report is presented by the all-new 2022 Grand Wagoneer.
You know how sometimes you're just kind of brushing your teeth and then all of a sudden it's on. With Roman, you can take care of erectile dysfunction discreetly. So whenever the moment happens, Roman ready.
You can't put a small city on the map.
Did you win a title? Yeah, says who?
What an incredible performance from you tonight, John.
People are saying you can't keep this up.
Says
too.
Bragging rights and a lot more on the line. Welcome to Bedlam. Oklahoma State, Saturday on ABC.
It's time to provide women with a better healthcare experience. More focus so that women's needs are heard. More integration to make healthcare easier to manage. And more innovation for best-in-class care. In every way, Axia is improving women's health. Because in every way, women deserve more.
It's the season of gathering. And this year, one thing is certain. We're better together. Celebrating moments both big and small. From finally saying I do, to celebrating the season with friends and family. Men's Warehouse is committed to making the good times even greater. So whatever brings you joy this holiday, when the moment matters, Men's Warehouse is here to help you look your best.
You're watching the Jeep Halftime Report.
Coach Fonz and Cuff in our Vegas studio down in Orlando. The ESPN Events Invitational. Kansas taking on Dayton. Christian Brown heads up, throws it down. He did get teed up here, Coach, and it seemed like KU was in complete control, but back came the Flyers.
Because Kansas stopped defending. Like, they can turn you over and create outlets out of defense, but sit in the stance and get stopped. Keep the ball in front, contest the shot. Their defense was not very good.
You see KU getting a finish here, putting them back up by kind of to one, I should say. Now Dayton up 1 to the 10 finish line.
Yeah, and this is a Kansas team. Not only their defense set, but they've got to figure out a way to get David McCormick going. He's really struggled on the season so far.
He's struggled with that shot right there. Zeal gets the runner, and Dickie V was on the call. He went ballistic, and rightfully so. This is a team that lost to UMass Lowell and other mid-majors, just knocks out Kansas. Anthony Grant, what's up? Iona Belmont coming your way. This is the other semifinal. Iona knocked off Alabama, taking on a good Belmont Bruins team. Nick Pazinski inside making plays, Bob.
The 6'11 senior, you can give it to him on either block, and he's so good, so patient, great footwork down in the box.
This is an efficient offensive team of Belmont team. Assists about 60% of possessions, plays with great spacing. Grayson Murphy does a little bit of everything for them. They own the tempo of the game, but it's their efficiency that won this game for them. They are a tough out because of their style of play and their ability that they have floor gamers all over the floor.
And Belmont, Casey Alexander moving on to the championship game against Dayton. Who had that when you look at this field? Alabama number 10, Kansas number 4. Congratulations to them playing for a championship tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern ESPN2. Baylor, Michigan State championship game of the Bad Boy Mowers. Battle for Atlantis down in the Bahamas. Jonathan Chamwa-Chachua, coach.
Jonathan Chamwa-Chachua, 44 points in the paint, 20 off turnovers. They out-toughed Michigan State. Baylor, we're not talking about them enough because, you know, this Baylor team has a lot of the DNA and the identity of the team that won the national championship.
The issue for Michigan State is they continue to turn the basketball over at a high clip. And how about that finish over back there? And that's what hurts their offense now, and they don't have the ability to protect the basketball, not getting quality shots. It's going to be a problem for Michigan State.
James McKinjo, really, really good for Baylor. Kind of easy transitioning into a new role as they play starter and playmaker.
So the second game of that tournament, he had 7 turnovers, no turnovers for Kidjo in that game, long 16 points. Let's get to Iowa State taking on Memphis. This is the UPSI NIT preseason championship game. Iowa State comes back-to-back wins against ranked teams.
Again, Counter had 30 today.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers.
Our journey to Continental has taken us down many roads. And when we first started, they weren't even paved. For more than 150 years, we worked hard to earn your trust.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Streaming.
Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And they'll go for it. Lance. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
This halftime report is presented by the all-new 2022 Grand Wagoneer.
Lance looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And Lance now to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Free to reunite with old friends. And new. It's time to break free. Ready to break free? Plan your getaway with Norwegian Cruise Line.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Gold now out to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
What a first half of basketball here in Las Vegas. Duke 45, Gonzaga 42. Both teams executing great pace. Exactly the kind of game that we were hoping it would be. And for Paulo Banchero, exactly the kind of game he was hoping he would have.
Brady and the Bucks now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Did a really good job on him, but how about the presence of Mark Williams inside? He had 5 blocks to go with 11 points. Just a fantastic
now Brady.
by the Duke big guy. The Zags dealt with
and he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he is going to have a Bucks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
As we get ready for the start of the second half, the Blue Devils will have the first possession.
On first down, Brady. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Wendell Moore Jr. initiating the offense.
We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Find out what exactly Timmy did, and Timmy's been around a while.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and he's able to get it back to right.
Has 6 blocks, but Strother with a great hustle play to come up with a loose ball and put it back in.
He's the top offensive rebounder for this Gonzaga team.
Except for Strong back, he's got 12. Keels for 3.
Need to get Timmy on the move a little bit more than lock him down in that post.
Holmgren driving on to Banchero, can't get a shot off. Strother can. It hits.
But because of their cutting, when one door is closed, they open another with a smart cut to an open area.
A team high 15 now for Strother, who averages 14.3. Remember, Timmy's got 3. He's starting Williams.
Putting him in the ball screen.
Heels the kick. Moore for 3. Got it!
Wendell Moore was jumping up and down on the opposite side of the floor to try to get Rose.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona.
I'm gonna get my ass
Certainly
kicked
not
tonight.
outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Just a good shot fake created the space for that penetration. And then the quick pass to Moore, who was ready to shoot.
Number 2 on Williams, who's had a great night for Duke. Timmy inside to make it a 1-point game.
I just caught him on the slip after that little screen for the screener action. Strother was coming off toward the corner. He was so good at finding openings.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports. More now to return. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Timmy, left hand. Footwork, as you said, Jay, as good as anybody's in the country.
Well, he's got such great shape to his game, able to go to that left hand and get it up quickly so he doesn't get it blocked.
And all of a sudden, he's got 13.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Heels, scoops, can't finish. And Gonzaga can take the lead.
Here's Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. First carry for James Conner. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Hard take by Timmy. Wow. That's a missed call there.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Theo John is a good shot blocker. Mark Williams is a great shot blocker.
Here's Murray.
It was the Zags dealing with foul trouble in the first half.
Zach Ertz has it complete.
My man ran out of bounds.
Zach Ertz.
My man ran out of bounds.
And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right down.
My man said, fuck the game. I'm going out of bounds to get some popcorn.
To their team overall.
Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
He bad at it. He really bad at it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
I'm going to show him the real nigga. Hey, I'm that nigga on the, they call me Mr. Madden, man. Let me get my mojo going.
They're going to bring the Bucks up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Brady going to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field.
I'm saying, like, come on, man. What a pass interference that, man. What a pass interference that, man.
Excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard. 62 yards. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Brady will look to throw for it. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. To throw again on second down, Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now Murray. Dancing to his left. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. First down, Murray. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Throwing now is Murray. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Mike Edwards picks it off. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And Theo John. This feels like a critically important.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Oh!
And down to the rebound is Holger, really asserting himself here in the second half. Out of bounds, still Gonzaga ball.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Murray trying again after the pick 6. Trying to lay one up deep. It got his man.
Man, come on, man.
And it's a big
come on, man. Come on, man.
It will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 2nd down at 4, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs force the turnover. They'll take over.
Sally got one.
CX30 turbo with all-wheel drive. More power for your pursuit. Check. Now just need a dang coupon code.
Hold your reindeer, Santa.
Samuel, what's up?
I got a gift for you. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies. Just download it to your computer. It's free.
Whoa.
Oh, I'd have that saved in a bundle.
Have that?
Mm-hmm.
So, that get me off your naughty list?
Are you off the naughty words?
Yes. Oh, I don't think so. Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
I don't consider myself a particularly ethical person, but I subscribe to Unconventional Foreign Schmetter.
House of Gucci, rated R, now playing.
Hey, Coach K.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here, and off we go from Lambeau. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Look forward to competing tonight.
And competing they are as we take a look at tonight's Sonic Blockbuster. Mark Hughes won over 83% of his games. Mike Krzyzewski making 1,200 wins by the end of this year. 5 national championships as well. The two coaches also have a bit of a relationship for USA basketball. As Gonzaga takes the lead, how pretty was that from Nembhard to Watson?
That's just Nembhard playing with great pace. You got a high, flat ball screen. That's his 9th assist of the basketball game. He hasn't been scoring, but his floor game has been excellent, as usual.
Wendell Moore Jr., by the way, is back into the game for Duke. How about a couple of guys who could have gone pro, Jay, but the decision by Nembhard and Moore both to come back for another year. And both off to incredible starts this year. Holmgren misses the 3, and it belongs to Duke.
Not sure that was the shot that Gonzaga wanted.
Moore, he just dribbled into trouble right there. And he turned it over. Strother can only save it into the hands of Moore.
Great opportunity for Gonzaga. They just pitched it away.
Baker banks home a 3.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Heels right into the chest of Nembhard, who went straight up and no power back on his ass.
Watson knocked it away.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Brady now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From midfield, here's Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
My man can't catch a break.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
How about this doubleheader on Tuesday? Including a sonic blockbuster at 9:30 Eastern.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Sucks.
Jay Billis here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, as mentioned.
Now Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
But a really nice job of Wendell Moore helping out inside to knock that ball away. Gonzaga shooting 60% in the second half, and they've out-rebounded Duke by 11 in this ball game.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Oh, my God, man.
Aaron Jones.
Man, what the fuck is that, bro? The nigga just take his fucking neck and, man, oh, my God.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Does such a good job of changing pace, changing direction. He changes speeds. He's like a pitcher that changes speeds all the time.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Over the years as a starter with Florida, this is 2nd year with Gonzaga. Also some international experience for Canada in recent years as well. By the way, his younger brother Ryan's a terrific player, a freshman at Drake. Hickman. And that is off Watson out of bounds.
Was a good idea, just not executed well.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Buccaneers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Brady now to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys a great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Depends where they spot the ball. Vancaro is back, and he is coming into the game.
Terrific defense by Anton Watson to block that shot. And how about Hickman using the other side of the glass with the left hand?
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A shotgun give to Fournette. Fournette, a 1st down, still going. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A nice run there by Jones on 1st down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And rewards are given to the swift, the perceptive, and the daring. The Mazda CX-30 Turbo. With all-wheel drive. No power for your pursuit.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. There he goes, right side.
A block shot, a turnover, or even a made field goal. Gonzaga in the second half has been more